All right, everyone. So I have an unboxing here. So this could be one of 3 items. And if you happen to watch my last video, I talked a little bit about this. And what had happened was I won my very first eBay auction. Believe it or not, I have bid on a lot of auctions and actually never won anything. And so when I saw these figures up for auction, there were 4 of them ending all that particular night. And then there was also a 5th one which popped up, which that auction wasn't ending for 5 days later. So out of the 5, I end up winning 3. And I didn't plan on winning any, truthfully. And so if you saw my last video, you see I really didn't buy anything because I didn't have any of my weekly budget left in order to buy anything because of those auctions. So the first one has showed up. I don't know which one of them's in here, so I'm looking forward to it, kind of excited. I will say that currently all I'm collecting is Black Series figures. I was collecting Transformers, Titan Returns. I was collecting some Marvel Legends. And I just decided with the amount of money that I had to spend and me being a completionist, I could not get everything from every line. I couldn't do it. It was too much. So I had to make a decision that if I was going to be a completionist, that I was going to have to be more focused. And so I sold, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I took my Marvel Legends, I took all my Transformers into Mike's Vintage in Springboro and sold those to him to have money to start collecting this particular line. So I'll be collecting this line and continue on with the Black Series. So this line is not been going on very long, so I have a really good chance, because it's still kind of new, I have a really good chance of being able to get caught up. The only problem is these figures are expensive. I just pre-ordered the newest wave, and that's what I purchased with the money I got from selling my Legends and my Transformers. But these older figures, man, they're going for a ton of money, and they're super expensive. So let's see what we have here. Ooh, actually they shipped both of them together instead of 2 separate packages. All right, very excited. I personally have never seen these figures with my own eyes. It's always been reviews, or other people's videos. I've never seen these with my own eyes. So I'm very curious if I can get this thing open. Bubble wrapped very well. All right, so just to give a little background, I did grow up as a child of the 80s. I was born in 1979. So I grew up, started off with Star Wars, then went to He-Man, then went to Transformers, and those were my big 3 in my life. And been collecting Star Wars, also was into Transformers. So the 3rd line comes from the other thing that I collected as a kid, which was He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Now, this is really awesome. I'm not a fan of the classics. I know I see Cincy Nerd going crazy for those, and Craig from Not Another Retro channel. But what I like is figures that look like the cartoons that I loved. So when I saw these Filmation figures, first one I got was Beastman. Beastman. He was pretty expensive. He was pretty expensive, I will have to say, but man, he looks good. I can't wait to get him out of the box. I'm gonna have to go get a knife and check this guy out. So, yeah, really excited about these. And also, with my Transformers, I like the still thinking about collecting Transformers, but I want to do Masterpiece Transformers. For the reason that they've changed their focus a little bit to where they're making the Masterpiece figures more cartoon accurate, which is what I really like. I was at the store the other day and I saw Inferno. It looked fantastic. Of course, I couldn't afford it. It's something you have to save up for. But that got me thinking, I do still want to collect Transformers, but I want to collect the Transformers that look movie or cartoon accurate. So the second one that I got, and this one was a much cheaper, much more affordable, Clawful. So he looks really good. So I will get these two out of the package and we'll take a look at them. All right, so let's start with the one I'm really excited about is the Beastman. I was totally shocked when I won this. This was one I did not expect to win. Another one that I was bidding on was Trapjaw at the same time. And that thing ended up going for $127 in that auction. And that was like, no thanks. So this definitely did not come anywhere close to that. But still, more expensive than what I'm used to spending when you're talking $20 for a Star Wars Black Series figure. Alright, so this thing looks awesome. I mean, really, I'm new to this, so I don't know a lot about these Filmation figures. I don't know a lot about the He-Man line. I'm just getting into it. So if anyone watching this video, if you do collect these and you have a good collection, why don't you take a picture of your collection and put it in the comments. I'd love to see what you have. I wish I would have started this at the very beginning because these have gotten so high in price that it's going to be hard to get them all. So check this guy out. The detail, that looks exactly like the cartoon. I mean, it looks awesome. His feet, everything looks great. Looks cool. Really like it. So he also comes with this shield and also his famous whip, which you saw a lot in the cartoon. So yeah, 1983, I believe, was when He-Man started. I'm 4 years old. Who didn't love He-Man that was 4 years old? You know, back in 1983. Unbelievable cartoon. Just a lot of fun to watch. I was thinking, man, if I still had all my He-Man figures and all my Transformers from a kid, I would have a killer collection. But yeah, this thing is sweet. I don't really know how to get him to grip that whip very well. I'm sure there's a trick to it. I have to mess around with that pretty good. But yeah, this thing looks awesome. Get this shield on his hand there. Yeah, so very cool. Beastman. One I was really looking forward to getting. I didn't think I had any chance of getting, ever. I really didn't. I thought, you know, there's a few. I'm going to pre-order all the ones coming out from now on. But really, I thought those older ones, there's not going to be a very good chance to get it. But man, this is really, really cool. Really sweet. Love this figure. So, why I am unboxing this, I pre-ordered the latest wave of the Filmation figures. So, looks like those are going to be coming in sometime in the first quarter. So I have those coming. And I also pre-ordered the He-Man and the Skeletor coming out by Super 7 and the blister packs. Now, with me being new to this, what I was ignorant to was, is that the same He-Man and Skeletor that came in these boxes in the first wave when these came out? I didn't know. I looked at the pictures of He-Man, and the face just did not look the same as the pictures from the one that came in these boxes. And I didn't know. So I happened to be up at the toy department and asked James up there at the toy department, like, hey, what's the difference? And he really helped me out and was like, the original ones were done by Mattel. And so these first waves were done by Mattel. And he said that the He-Man, they just used better materials, better plastics, and the face just looks a lot better. So the benefit of the new one that's coming out is it's got like 4 different head sculpts. It's got different parts you can change out. So there's more to the new Super 7 one. But from what he said, that the quality of the face was just not quite there as it was with the Mattel version. The Skeletor, he said, though, that it was supposed to be just as good, if not a little better. So I am looking forward to getting that. I don't see any way I would ever get the original He-Man that was released by Mattel, because that thing's outrageously priced. So the next one is Clawful. And man, if you have... can't get that to focus. There we go. Wants to focus on it. There we go. So if you've ever seen the cartoon, I mean, my goodness. It's like coming directly out of the cartoon. This thing is sweet. So I really like Clawful. Looks really good. His feet. Everything looks really cool. Comes with this thing, some sort of horn. I don't know exactly how that goes on there. I have to figure that out. And a weapon. So kind of cool. So yeah, I am really excited about these 2 figures. One thing that's nice is it looks like the past 2 previous waves you can still get on Big Bad Toy Store for $189.99. So you save up and get that, and those are still available, and that's a pretty decent price compared to what you see these original ones going for. So pretty excited about that. If I made any mistakes, which I'm sure I did, or anything I said wrong, please help me out in the comments. Correct me. Always need constructive criticism, especially when you're getting into something new. But again, these look really nice, and we'll see you in the next video.